Okay, actual real tips on how to get your newborn to sleep better without always needing to be held. A sleep trainer taught me tips on how to get my newborn to sleep, and it totally worked. It is hard work, but it does take consistency as well, but it actually did work. And I didn't buy it at first. I didn't think, it was actually going to work, but, I spent really good money to learn these tips. And so I want to share them with you because it literally changed my life, because not sleeping can really exacerbate your mental well-being for both moms and dads, especially as first-time parents. So I'm just gonna go over really quick what tools I need and then show you the method. This is gonna be my baby. My babies are at school right now. Let me show you what you need. You're gonna need blackout curtains. So I have a ring light, but obviously so you can see me. But you're gonna need a dark room, okay? You're trying to imitate the womb that the baby was in for about 9 months, okay? They like loud noises, so they like white noise, or now brown noise I'm hearing is really helping. So you can use this as a light. This is a plug-in one I got on Amazon for like $9 or $10. Or you can use like a Hatch or a Mom Cozy light, which acts as a, so this is a sound machine, and it also can change colors from your phone or by tapping it when it's plugged in. So I usually just use this because this is a sound machine and it's a night light as well. But if not, you can just use a night light like this from Amazon. It was like $9, $10, and a cheap sound machine I bought online at Amazon also for like $9 or $10. Blackout curtains, and then you're gonna want a fan on. Babies do like a cool place to sleep. They like about, I think it was between 68 to 72 degrees, so a nice cool room. And so without further ado, let's get started on this. So the first time I did this, it took about 2.5 hours to get him down, and you pretty much just want consistency. You want consistency where they sleep. So they need to start sleeping either like in the same bassinet, in the same room, with the same noises, with the same, temperature setting. Everything pretty much needs to start being consistent to kind of get them in the mood to sleep, okay, to kind of guide them to that. So pretty much just consistency. And the first day is always the hardest in being consistent with them, okay? So baby is swaddled, and swaddling also helps. Swaddling or a sleep sack, because of the moral reflex, you don't want them to wake themselves up. So pretend baby's swaddled, and baby's ready to put down, drowsy, not asleep, but not wide awake, okay? So drowsy. All right. You put baby down, the transfer doesn't go well, they wake up immediately, wah, 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 and they're huffing and puffing, like the screams are wild. So you're gonna wanna pick them up. You're gonna wanna pick them up, and then walk around the dark room, while shushing, the 5 S's by Harvey Carver, that pediatrician. The whines slowly start fading down. The cry, wah, 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 wah. Okay, let's try the transfer again. Okay, wah, wah, still screaming like before. Okay, the screams are still loud. Wah, 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 wah. Pick them up. Okay. Shh, 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 shh. Same thing, walk around the room, bounce, juggle, not juggle, but bounce, pat, shh, 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 All right, you start putting them down. They calm down so that they're not screaming. You want them calm and not like going wild, like screaming. Put them down, and maybe now they're crying, but they're not crying as crazily. Like they're crying, but it's not severe enough to pick them up. So you want to reach into the crib or the bassinet, whatever, pat them while soothing them so they know they're getting contact. You're patting them repeatedly and going shh, 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 shh. Guys, this could go on for a while. I'm not kidding. It is hard the first few times, but shh, 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 shh. Okay, they settle, say they start to fall asleep. I try to take my hand off, and maybe I'm still shh, 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 shh. So now I'm just down to using the shh, 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 shh. Okay, I think baby's going to sleep. Oh, no, no, they're not. They're not. All right, now I'm gonna say that they're still awake. My goal is to try to keep them in the crib and not get them up as much as possible unless the crying turns into pretty like severe fits, where you do need to walk around with them. But if I can calm them in the crib, that is my goal. So shh, 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 shh. Okay, maybe like 10 minutes go by of me shh, 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 shh. And I try to take my hand off. Shh, shh, shh. You could get out of breath. You can get like a shusher and like they sell those online. So shh, shh, shh. I think baby's down. Try to stay down. Oh, starts whining a little bit, a little bit. Okay, let me put my hand back in. And then I start patting again, shh, shh, while shushing at the same time. Okay, this goes on for another few minutes. I take my hands out while shh, 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 shh. Hopefully they start to settle and say they lose it. They want, they're used to sleeping on you. That's all my kids. Yeah, I had bad habits. So, not bad habits, but, I just let them sleep on me. Whatever got them to sleep. But say they're losing it. Now I can pick them up. Shh, shh, shh. Walk around the room until they start being like a little more soothed. You're still patting, shh, shushing, shh, 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 shh. All right, keep doing this. They start to settle. They might still be fussing and crying, but you're doing all this. Shh, 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 shh. And you're honestly just repeating these steps over and over and over. And it sounds crazy. And I didn't think it would work. But after 2.5 hours, the first night of doing this, or the first time trying to get them to nap, it worked. So, all right, I calm them. Shh, like shh, 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 shh. Or let me pretend to keep patting. Shh, 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 shh. A few minutes later, I'm able to take my hand off and shh, shh, shh. And then let's just say at this point they fell asleep. I mean, obviously I wish it would happen in 8 minutes or 7 minutes, however long this video has been going, but that's not the reality. So just cold, hard, honest truth, trying to be as truthful as possible. So hopefully at this point, baby, you just basically repeat all these steps while keeping the room dark. You can keep a red light on so that you can see, but it's best to just do it without any lights if you can. If you can't, that's fine. Just use the red light. Again, you want the temperature cool so that they're comfortable. I think they sleep best in 68 to 72 degrees. And then you want the sound machine on pretty high. They're used when they're in the womb to hearing sounds pretty high, like they're close to everything. And so you can crank it up quite a bit. Don't make them go deaf or anything, but you can crank it up. And so you're honestly just repeating that. And what it is building is consistency, sleeping in the same room with the same temperature, under the same settings, over and over and over again. And before 3 months, it is still okay to totally use sleep props, pacifier, whatever bottle. I mean, you can use all of that, but what I was really aiming for, and it took a lot, was about a week of doing this without using any sleep props. So I stopped the pacifier, I stopped the bottle feeding, like giving them like extra milk and stuff just to make them go to sleep for like literally 20 minutes. And so this is basically how my method worked. And after like a few days, I did start to notice progress and my son falling asleep a lot quicker, because I started putting him in his crib or bassinet or whatever under the same conditions. And he pretty much was learning that, okay, when I put him down under these same consistent settings, it kind of is cueing, okay, it's time to go to sleep. But it is imitating the womb, what they still kind of need in the 4th trimester until that they're ready to be, sleep trained at like 3 or 4 months, So, but this is how I did it without feeling guilty that they were crying all the time. I don't, especially under 3 months, they're way too young to really sleep train. Definitely you can't do anything about it. So I basically just was there every time he cried. I was either touching him, shushing him. I was in the room next to him. So, you know, that's how I got through it. And he is a great sleeper now. He's about 3 years old. He literally is like the best napper. He didn't nap at all as an infant. Like, that was my struggle. He would sleep a few hours during the night, but napping during the day, never. Only 10 minutes at a time. And then he would be up, and then he would get into that overtired phase, and then it was just a cycle. It was a vicious cycle. And once he started napping and everything, everyone is able to get actual naps and sleep, and it was just better health for everybody involved in the family. So I hope this helps some people. If you're not into sleep training, you probably want to scroll, because this video is not for you. If you don't want tips, just, you know, leave your opinion elsewhere. But yeah, these are the real honest tips I got from a sleep trainer on how to sleep train, or I don't want to say sleep train before 3 months, but on how I got my newborn to actually sleep. And I looked up countless videos online, and all of it was like a bunch of like tips and hacks that didn't really help. I need someone to show me an actual method. So this was the method I learned. I hope it helps somebody out there, because I definitely understand and remember those early days. It is brutal. There is unlike nothing lack of sleep will do to your body.